Alyssa Mercante is officially backing out of fighting Vara Dark, which is kind of disappointing considering how brave she was during the Giant Bomb casting couch at Summer Game Fest, where she said this.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
Yeah, fight me physically, bitch. What an insufferable little twat. She was really brave when she was away from people. As soon as people called her out and tried to answer the challenge, Vara Dark most notably, she has her excuses. Excuses and excuses that she doesn't want to do it. She even went as far as to say, let's fight in the street. Yeah, she literally would rather have an illegal street fight knowing that Vara Dark can get arrested because she's a coward. Instead of having something officially sanctioned and operated through a boxing promotion like Happy Punch, yeah, Keemstar went out of his way and offered to help set this up. She denied it. She claimed it was because she didn't want a morally corrupt person making money off of her. But we all know the truth. She has no intent of actually making this happen. She wanted to just rage bait male toxic gamers to physically threaten her so she could be like, oh guys, look, these toxic male gamers are threatening to harm me. She didn't expect somebody like Vara Dark to come out and be like, all right, bitch, put your money where your mouth is. She literally tweeted at Alyssa Mercante to unblock her so that they could open the DMs and talk business. She even threw down a 1K prize for the fight, as well as a 3-month training period and some terms. Like, she was down for this because Alyssa Mercante's been running her mouth. She's such an unsufferable piece of crap. She plays the victim card when she gets attacked. They play this whole, oh, look, these people are obsessed with me because they're making content about me. No, we're making content about your actions. All right? Your actions have consequences, and it seems like you want no accountability for the stuff that you and your ilk, like you like to say, do out there. So she had no intent. Even when a boxing promotion says, hey, let's set it up, and he even opened up his DMs for her, and now she's making all of her excuses. So you can see these on Twitter. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse. And even Vara Dark said, well, guess it ain't happening. Fun while it lasted, Alyssa. And you can see the screenshot when Keemstar reached out to Alyssa Merc and Vara Dark. Happy Punch will help set up your fight. Not giving you any money. Thanks. And yeah, again, like I said, if there's any kind of like person that's out there that knows entertainment, that knows how to get people excited and entertained with influencers, it's Keemstar. He's a champ at setting up influence in boxing, and she turned it down. What a moron. She turned it down so she could have a real fight in the real world, right? Like, she would do that. If anybody confronted her, Vara Dark, anybody confronted Alyssa Mercante in the real world, she would melt like butter, even though she's talking a big game online. Oh, I would fold somebody in half and all this nonsense. No, you wouldn't. You would find a way to call the police, even though you probably hate them. That's how you wokies work. You hate the police. You would call the police and try to say that your life is being threatened, and you would just be a coward completely. Now, you can see... Here's some of the screenshots and some of the tweets that have been going back and forth between Vara Dark. You can see... Vara Dark said, I was totally interested in a live-streamed sanctioned match, but now she's just evolved into threatening me with an illegal street fight. That's mentally deranged behavior. Reminds me of a certain group of people out there. Antifa. Seek help, girly pop. Hashtag and Kotaku. And you can see the screenshot saying, I don't need any of this to be on camera. We could just meet up if you'd prefer. Yeah, a tough game. We could just meet up if you prefer. She wants to do it without any camera, so when she gets dropped, she won't be embarrassed. Coward's way. It's always a coward's excuse when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, we don't need cameras. We need to do it privately. And that's the scapegoat right there. Again, she had no intent of actually anybody answering the call and going through with this. And it's typical. It's on brand. Now, the juicy details are being shown right here where Alyssa Dark, they go back and forth, right? Alyssa and Vara Dark go back and forth. We see the juicy DM details where we can see Vara Dark completely own Mercante here. So she says, Alyssa accuses me of being scared since I didn't message her back, even though I said a direct response when she publicly posted the DMs. Plus, I was behind a block for hours. She passed on the opportunity for a professional level fight and rejected my stipulations. She could find someone else to string along, call little bitch, then block and girl in circles. Thanks for the support, though, guys. It's been hilarious. And you can see Alyssa Mercante says, curious that you refuse to respond privately but keep making big statements publicly. Are you scared? And then Alyssa responds, so first you post a message publicly, so I did the same. You blocked me, laughed my ass out loud. And then you can just see in these DMs some of the screenshots where they're just confronting each other. She definitely seems like a very stable and nice individual, right? Somebody that could keep their word. Somebody that has journalistic integrity and somebody that won't run their mouth at all online and cause a whole commotion for attention, because that's exactly what she did at Giant Bomb thing. Now, here's some of more of the DMs right here. You make money off cloud chasing and rage baiting. Why would I allow you to do that with this? Charitable causes only, ticket sales included. I'm not scared of you, Vara. Not in the slightest, babe. Babe. See, she's trying to be condescending here, calling her names like babe and this and that, when you know damn well if somebody talked to Alyssa Mercante that way, like, hey, toots, hey, babe, she would throw a shit fit. That's what these people do. They try to lower you down. They try to degrade you, dehumanize you when they're trying to talk to you, and they try to sound intelligent when they're really not. Continuing on this, you can see, and I block you and others of your ilk. That's her favorite word, ilk, because you use all of my social media posts as content for your videos, so that's just a little hurdle. I like to make you have to jump over, and if you can manage without pulling something. So she's basically trying to say, oh, you're out of shape, Vara Dark, and again, she's justifying the block. Pure coward. She blocks and unblocks people. She complains that we're using her post as content. Stop being a cringy bitch. Stop saying stupid things. Stop doing stupid things online. Stop being insufferable. People won't use you for content. But you're fair game. Everything that you say and do is fair fucking game when it comes to being a public figure. You might say you're private, but no, you're a public figure. You're a Kotaku senior editor. And you're making statements online, you're going on interviews online, and you're being insufferable. No fucking sympathy for you. Continuing on, she goes on to say, Keemstar makes money off of promoting boxing matches, and he's also a piece of shit just like you. Mask off at this point. Would you agree to me letting Hassan host it? Be so for real. No one makes money off of this. Charity only. You'll have to get your ass beat for free. Sorry, love. You'll have to get your ass beat for free. The balls and the nerve on this lady. Let Hassan host it. Why don't you let Hassan and Keemstar host it? Why does it have to be your ilk? People that are just as morally corrupt as you. For you to say that people are morally corrupt while you yourself are contacting people's wives, trying to get their place of employment doxxed, going beyond the boundaries of being professional, you don't have any leg to stand on. Now, here's Vara's response, and it gets spicy here, and it's really long, but it's a nice spicy meatball. So she says, if you actually had been serious, I would have said cut that shit straight down the middle. You can get content creators you like to film. I'd get mine. You could have your sponsors. I could have mine. You can donate to a trans charity, and I could donate to one of my choice. But I'm over your back and forth bullshit, Alyssa. I don't play this game of blocking and unblocking people I don't like, and that's what she does. She will randomly unblock people that make videos about her just to see what dirt she can get. And her musclehead friend, that fucking queer, the musclehead friend's the same exact way. I've no people blocked for a reason. If you're going to talk about me on a public platform, don't hide from me, and that's your game I luckily don't have to play. And she's not right. She's not wrong on that. She's completely %. We don't have to play her little fucking circle game and her little unblocked blocking game where she's just a coward. You had a chance at a professional level event being set up and said no instantly. You rejected my stipulations from the start because you didn't want me streaming it to my bigot viewers. You then said you're a busy gal working. Get back to writing game guides then, because working your hardest isn't getting you far. I put up more content in a week than you put up in a month. Egg fucking exactly between her videos, her live streams, posting on various social media platforms. Vara Dark is one of the hardest workers out there, and you got to commend her. Honestly, she's an inspiration for some of my content that I have out there. Her, Melanie Mac, Star Wars Girl, X-Ray Girl, even Hypnotic, Smash JT now, oddly enough. All these people fighting the good fight against wokeness and stuff. Now, there's a banger fucking Alyssa Mercante Twitter account. It's a parody account out here. You can see they put, I don't need the clout or cameras, after she just challenged people to a fight on camera for clout. And it just shows one of her little tweets backing out right here where wasn't suggesting a legal street fight. Boxing gyms exist everywhere. The point is, I believe the video game industry should be diverse, and you don't, and agreed to fight about it. I don't need the clout or the cameras. Okay, ciao for real. You're the one that told people, fight me physically, bitch, if they didn't like it. You're the one that threw the gauntlet out there. You're the one that took the time at Summer Game Fest to do a Beyond Frost nuclear meltdown. You're the one asking for the clout and the attention, sister. I don't understand why she refuses to admit that. And then, of course, this was my answer to it. This is my summing up right here. I quote tweeted Vara Dark earlier. I said, Alyssa had no intent to fight another female. She was clearly hoping a toxic male gamer would threaten her physically so she could play the victim. Even if Vara Dark went in person, Alyssa would not fight. She would find a way to say she was threatened. Clown shoes. And that's exactly the game that she would play. She would find some kind of form or fashion to be like, oh, I was threatened by these toxic, MAGA conservative right-leaning Republicans, because that's they need their political narrative, guys. They're not game industry journalists. They're not gamers. These are political activists that disguise themselves as Kotaku writers. They have no interest in video games. They hate gamers. They hate video games as a whole, which is why they're trying to change them with Sweet Baby Inc. and other consulting firms. They want to inject their DEI into this stuff to get their weird messages across. And it's a shame to see it, that so many people are afraid to step up and go against the grain because they don't want to get canceled. Or so many people in the gaming journalist sphere are covering up or agree for their behaviors. I've seen so many people go mask off this last year to defend people like Mercante that it's ridiculous, and I've lost respect for a lot of these individuals. And it's time to start calling these people out. She's the one that threatened people physically. She's the one that has repercussions to answer to. The backlash is too hot for her, which is why she's backing away, and she can't take it. She's literally having a meltdown. She tries to act tough and speak a big game online, but it's not fooling us. She's in a losing battle. She's drowning right now. That's why she won't go through with a fight with Vara Dark or anybody. She's gutless, and you hate to see it, but these people need to be out of the gaming industry. So these are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.